Hola. So, uh, nice day again. Just another day on great big blue green earth. Um, Went over the continuing of Mark, and I think it's pretty valid. I still find it pretty interesting that the comparison of Matthew to Mark. I can't wait to see just John and also Luke, especially tell their versions of the gospel from their point of view, because it's all the same. And I think that's actually why the gospels are so important, because it's the same story told multiple times with things added and things taken away and things different, which makes it all the more authentic, right? And the main things that really stood out was the death of John the Baptist. It's always sad to hear, the king, I forget his name, is just like, yeah, I'm going to hold a banquet, right? And then his daughter's like, you please me. The king's like, yeah, you please me as a daughter, right? And he's like, I'll give you anything up to half my kingdom. And then she goes and asks her mother, what should I ask from the father? And she says, the head of John the Baptist. Why would a child ask for John the Baptist? Like, come on, man. But that's besides the point. It's overall a sad story. But yeah, I'm going out like a goat, standing on his two legs, with Jesus, because he was telling them not to, sleep with people, especially as a married couple, right? Um, And then also, obviously, Jesus feeding the 4,000 and the 5,000. It's always great to hear that. And the walking on water part with Peter is just, I, I mean, like, you saw Jesus go up on the mountain and, Jesus is there with you. Why would you think it's be a ghost? I mean, but I can't say I wouldn't think it'd be a ghost in the water either. Honestly, I'm not going to sit here and act like holier than thou. But I did find it interesting, to say the least. Um, but it never ceases to amaze me how Peter can just walk out into water and Jesus just allow it. And I mean, not even just allow. He commanded him based off of his faith, and it's just I want to get to that point one day, just so that I can be commanded by Jesus based off of my faith and just move. Not maybe not the literal mountains, but the mountains that I need to in order to get more people to heaven, right? Um, But yeah, I went over that and obviously some other things. Give me a sec. There's a few other things I want to talk about. Obviously, Jesus feeding the 4,000. I'll get those things confused because the breads and whatnot. I'm like, you have bread and fish in both scenarios, but like, is it like four? Is it five? Sheesh. I think it's seven for the first one. But yeah. And then Jesus healing the blind man at Bathsheba. Um, and then Peter confessing that Jesus Christ is king and whatnot, pretty much being Jesus Christ. And I find it interesting, or not even really interesting. I mean, he is all knowing, so it's not really that surprising. But Jesus literally foretells his death three times, and pretty close to what happened. I mean, no, literally what happened, right? And, I guess nobody really wanted to believe him or accept it for real. I mean, it ended up working out, obviously, because God's timing is impeccable, right? But, overall, still, it's like, I'm happy, or not happy, but like, it's always just so amazing to see, Jesus predict things, but he's Jesus, he's God. It's like, I can still find amazement in it, right? That's not weird. But, yeah, I think I'm going to call it there. Tomorrow, probably 11 through 16 for Mark. And yeah, deuces.